Hey everyone, it's me, your host Dash Allen, back for another wonderful episode of GBU, which I can't really commit to doing GBUs for Raw, so for right now, I'm just going to be sticking to the pay-per-views because that seems easier and whatnot. And yeah, voice is a little bit lower than usual because we all lost our voice because as I am recording this, it's right after the Royal Rumble. So yeah, you are watching The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly for WWE Royal Rumble 2019. And before we get to that, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we're going to get down to this review. I would have Spencer guest starring, but with conflicting schedules and whatnot, seems that only I can do it right now. Okay, for first match, we're going to start with the kickoff. The Cruiserweight Championship match, Fatal 4-Way, which was Buddy Murphy, the champion, versus Kalisto versus Akira Tozawa versus Hideo Itami, whatever. Anyways, it was a good match. Like, I really liked it. It was crazy. It was chaotic, and it was great. I mean, I was rooting for Hideo, but it was also a good decision to keep it on Buddy Murphy. Which I'm probably screwing up my words because I got freaking hit in the head by John. But anyways. But it was a definitely good match. And this was worthy of being on the main card, on the mid card, but still disrespecting the cruiserweights. They put on a hell of a show. And I guess they really haven't been put on the mid card ever since Enzo got fired. But I think if enough people support it, they'll finally get moved out of the slump known as the pre-show. Next match, we had Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura. To me, this was a match where you're just, I don't care. And to me, it was kind of BS that Shinsuke had won. But I see where he got the setup, which I will talk about that. Also, forgot Cruiserweight gets a big old G. There's no B or U to it. Now for the U.S. title match, Ugly, they've still got Shinsuke in the U.S. title picture because his U.S. title run was really dry. Bad. Rusev loses. And G, Lana getting injured after Rusev collides with her at the end of the match, which there's a reason why it's a G, so don't get mad at me at this point of the video. Next, we had the Raw Tag Team title match, which it was so weird because you had Chad Gable and Bobby Roode up against Scott Dawson and freaking Rezar of AOP, and there's nothing really good about it. The bad thing is that, of course, Razor is out on injury when they could have just kept with the Revival instead of making two teams join the one. The ugly thing is that they did that. That was just a spoiler for that match already. Then we had the start of the show. SmackDown Women's Championship match, Asuka versus Becky. It was obvious. It was honestly a great match. Becky, Asuka, and Charlotte never know how to disappoint. And Asuka versus Becky, such a great match. It was filled with excitement, and Asuka won. She made Becky tap out. But this ain't disrespect to Becky, because I'm getting to it. I'm keeping you at the edge of your seats. Next, we had the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, which was The Bar versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. Right? Shit, I forgot about SmackDown Women's Championship GBU stuff. GBU, good is Shane and Miz winning. Bad, obviously The Bar losing. And the ugly, they didn't turn Shane heel yet. I want to see Shane turn heel again. Because, honestly, we're all waiting for Miz versus Shane. You know, we're waiting for it. Anyways, SmackDown Women's Championship match. The G goes to Asuka for winning and then putting on a great match. There's no B or U for it. Like I said, this is probably one of the better pay-per-views as of late. Because most of the matches were great. The only match I had a problem with was the Raw Tag Team title match, and there's a reason that was on Kickoff. Moving on. Raw Women's Championship match, Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks, which those two put on quite a match, and they both were using their famous submission holds. And even at one point, Sasha got a little into the realm of DQ territory almost. But Ronda ended up winning, and Sasha was ticked. Like, seriously ticked off. So good. Ronda won. They put on a great match and whatnot. I don't really have anything bad or ugly to say. The people and me, John Spencer, and Hal's Club, it's like everyone's showing hate for Ronda. I like Ronda. Okay? So what? Ronda is great. Moving on, we had the WWE Championship match of Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. But I think AJ Styles was trying to mock Daniel because AJ Styles showed up with ring attire that was reminiscent of Daniel Bryan's colors, Seattle and whatnot. It was a good match, very good. And Eric Rowan returned. And he showed up with some pretty sweet tattoos. So, the good thing, Daniel Bryan retains and Eric Rowan returns. Bad, they're going to have to figure out a new opponent for Daniel Bryan. They probably will at Elimination Chamber. I'm just waiting because this feud is basically over. We thought it was over at the last pay-per-view, but evidently not. Then we had the Universal... No, did we have a... No, we also had Women's Royal Rumble match, which that was amazing, which we didn't have any legends return, really. We just had current rosters from NXT, Raw, SmackDown, a couple from the Mae Young Classic, like Xia Li. Sweet. We even had Casey, shit, I forgot her last name. Still. It was a great match. And like I said, Lana injured herself, and she went walking down the ring, and she couldn't even make it. And even some people beat the crap out of Lana. But then towards the end, Becky Lynch took her place. And oh my gosh. That's where the fun part began, because it was Becky, Charlotte, and Nia Jax at the final three. Which if I remember correctly, they had not eliminated Nia Jax. And it was Becky versus Charlotte at the very end. And Becky won the Royal Rumble. So yes, we are getting Becky versus Ronda at WrestleMania. And it is going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. And people are going to eat it up. So, Women's Royal Rumble match. Good. Becky Lynch. Another good. All the performers. Bad. Lana. There's no ugly to it. The Universal title match. Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. They put on quite a match. Like, Brock was selling it, because we all know how Brock has shown a lot of interest in wrestling Finn. So good. This was not the generic squash match that Brock loves to put on. This was it's a pretty good match, but it went a little bit fast. Bad. Finn Balor lost and Brock still carries the title. Ugly. They're killing Finn Balor quick. Lastly, the Men's Royal Rumble match. Insane. Freaking Jeff Jarrett showed up. We had a couple NXT entries in there. But all, it was insane. Which, one piece of BS was Nia Jax coming in at number 30 whenever she just decided to incapacitate R-Truth. But it was kind of fun seeing Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and others just put their finishers on Nia Jax and eliminate her. That was funny. But our final four was Andrade, Braun, Seth, and Dolph. Dolph and Andrade got eliminated, but Seth pulled this all off. He managed to eliminate Braun Strowman on his own. And yes, Seth is going to the WrestleMania. and you'll likely face Brock Lesnar. And this is momentous because Seth had the best year one of the best years in his career last in 2018, and this makes sense. Not only is that great, but Seth deserves it, and two, this could reignite their problem that they had after WrestleMania 31, whenever Seth was a heel. So, good. Seth wins the Rumble, and the match was terrific. Bad. Nia Jax. Ugly. Dean as the cursed number 14 position, which John can tell you all about it. But yes, that is our GBU. It is long, and I've got a headache. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe to our culture, broad culture. And we'll have more podcasts for you, as well as other videos.